How about you?
I'm also good. Uh, so Habib,
Mm-hmm.
so why you're looking for the business central? What is your purpose, and what you have idea on this thing? Just I
Uh,
need to.
no, in fact, I'm working on Dynamics Nav 2017 currently, and I started when it was Navision Attain. Okay,
Okay,
and
okay,
I'm at client place, not at the partner's place, but still
okay,
I know coding and all those things. Not to the extent where like I cannot compete with the partner.
okay.
This
Got
one,
it, got it.
yeah, I have a fair understanding because I'm on client side for a long time, and
Okay,
uh, Dynamics Nav as well as LS Retail. Now we wanted to switch to Dynamics. This one, BC.
business central. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Right now, there's a very high demand for the business central. Everywhere,
Mhm,
every
mhm,
place
mhm,
required the business central development and developers
mhm.
required. Yeah,
and
definitely.
and I'm certified on Nav 5, the
Okay,
technical as well as techno functional, and I was never involved in this one upgradation and all those things. Fresh implementation,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, Abhi, as a technical, you are in a more in technical, na? So,
Techno functional, yeah, both.
yeah. Okay. So,
Now my focus is on technical, yeah.
what you have done in a client page? You create a tables, pages, report, anything you have done? Yeah.
On 2017, I have done a lot. Like I have created a modules like LCLG and petty cache modules, and I have developed few modules for them. And uh, what is this from the scratch? I have implemented.
Okay. That's really good.
Mhm.
Uh, so you have an idea on this thing like transaction things like how to create sales order, how to post
Yes, yes, yes,
invoices.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. So I'm sharing my screen, and we will go through the content, and
Mhm,
definitely what required and what not required. We will sort it out. Don't be
mhm,
panic looking for the all the content,
mhm,
which is in really details. We
mhm,
will sort it out, and
mhm,
what exactly required nowadays in the business settle. Only
mhm,
that part will cover. Okay.
mhm, mhm.
So
Fine.
my screen is visible to you.
Yes.
Okay. So nowadays you are working with the nav 2017. Okay.
Yeah.
So first difference is the development environment are the different from nav
Mhm,
17 to business center.
mhm,
So earlier you use object designer as a developer.
mhm,
Okay. Now for the development we can use the visual studio.
mhm,
Okay, that is the first difference in a business central in nav. Okay.
mhm,
Then interface are the different.
mhm,
I'm showing you the interface. So this is the new interface of the business central. Okay.
yeah.
And
It came.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
are you see screen?
Yeah, yeah. Now it came. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is the business central front end,
Mhm,
which is refresh and web based. So it
mhm,
is a web based. It is
mhm,
a development based on the Visual Studio. Then
mhm,
it is a both a way like on premise and on cloud. Okay.
mhm, mhm,
So that is the main difference between the business central and navigen,
mhm,
and all the transactions are like the same, but
mhm,
somewhere some functionality are upgraded like API integration are more easier nowadays. Okay.
mhm,
That is some basic difference in the business center. Okay.
mhm,
You have done a now, so you don't worry about this, so you have a good idea on this thing business central, but it take
mhm,
time, and you have to make some practice good practices on this thing. For
mhm.
that I will help you in this thing. Okay, Abid.
Fine.
Okay, so we will go through the content. Okay.
Mhm.
uh, first First is the modern development and environment. Okay. So basically in that area, Visual Studio is there. Okay.
Mhm.
Why we use the Visual Studio, how to install it, and how we can use that Visual Studio for the development.
Mhm.
Okay, that part I
Mhm.
will cover. There is application language code. Earlier
Mhm.
you use the CAL programming.
Cal, yeah.
Yeah, client
Yeah.
application programming language.
Yes.
And now here is the different application language code. It is a
Okay.
totally different with that.
Hmm.
Some syntax are similar, some syntax are different. Okay,
Mhm.
so
Okay.
don't worry about this. Just syntax are different, but logic are okay. And
Okay.
most important part is the extension. Extension is there in a business central, which is not available in the Nav 17 or earlier version of the Navision. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is also main difference in the business central to Navision. So
Mhm.
business central introduce the extension.
Mhm.
We will discuss session by session in details on the extension part. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, properties and triggers. Basically, it is a different triggers and different properties of the different objects. Like table have different properties, then
Mhm.
page have different properties, reports have different properties, and
Mhm.
they have a different triggers like on insert, on delete,
Mhm.
on modify, and all these things. So we will take that things one by one. Okay,
Mhm.
Abid.
Yeah.
So, so we just go to the overview of the business central and development area in this the
Mhm.
modern development environment. So
Mhm.
object and extension JSON. There is two files are there, app.json and one is
Launch.
app.launch. Yeah,
Launch. Yeah.
launch file. These are two main files are there which use for
Mhm.
the store the configuration of the database, and another is the for the whatever you have development, what is including that development, which kind of objects are involved, that all the part are added into app.json. Okay,
Mhm.
so I will
Fine.
take that also very
Mhm.
detailedly and very carefully in this thing.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Fine.
configuration files also in that there. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
and team development features means some automatic features are there, means whenever we type in the object designer, so some variable,
Mhm.
some list of tables are not coming properly. So in al programming, when you type a so
Mhm.
customer ledger kind of things are appear on your screen, so you can
Mhm.
easily get list and choose the data for the same. So some
Mhm.
advanced thing are there available in that part. So that is
Mhm.
a team development features we can consider.
Snippet. Snippets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the model development environment, nothing but
Mhm.
else. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, Another is the tables.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know about the table, but in this Visual Studio and Business Central, how the
Mhm.
table created, what is the
Mhm.
structure of the table, what is the different properties in table, and triggers and all these things.
Mhm.
Remaining things are the same, like keys are the same, table relation
Mhm.
are the same, field group
Mhm.
are the same,
Mhm.
calculate field are the same.
Mhm.
These are available in the nav, but some
Mhm.
new thing is like some triggers are a new, structure of the table are the new, how to create table, that method are the new in a business central.
Mhm.
Okay, and table
Okay.
extension is nothing but the existing table extended, like if we have a item table. Okay,
Uh-huh.
if item table having 100 fields, okay,
Mhm.
standard, in standard, but the customer require some extra fields. So
Mhm.
in nav we can directly go to that table, directly add that table new fields. So
Mhm.
that not happen in the business central right now. We need
Mhm.
to define the extension of that table for the added new customization, added new fields on that table. So that is a part covered into the table extension. Okay. And page is also the data view on the table basis. So we can go to the what is a page, what is the different properties in a page, and page extension are there. So page extension also the extension of the existing page for the use. We can conclude that part into the page part. Okay.
Okay.
So also this is the file. Some customization are the coming from the customer requirement. So they want to import, export the file. Sometime import that file, and that file data they want to store into the table. So such kind of implementation are coming. So we will take one short demo on this thing. Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
the, this is also important. We can take as a one short sample here. Okay.
Okay.
Another is the XML port. XML port is nothing but to import export the data in the system. So what is new in this business central? We will go to the practice and make some XML port. So this part also we need to taken care while the session coming session. Okay.
Okay.
Another is a query. I don't think so. It is not a much more because in my career I'm not much more used. Like 99% I'm not used the query. So that part we can skip. This
Okay.
query is nothing but a SQL kind of query. So that part we will skip. This is not
Okay.
much more required.
Okay.
Yeah. Module 9 is a reporting. This is much required thing whenever you are on the client phase. So you know the different kind of reports are there. Some new report requirement are coming. So how to develop that report in the business central? Lot of differentiation are there in the business central as compared to the Microsoft Dynamic Navision to earlier version. So how to get their layout, how to design, and report triggers, and all these things we can conclude the report session. Okay. And this is the Power BI. It is a totally different module, not included in the business central. So we can skip, but I can give you the just roughly overview on this thing, Power
No,
BI.
no. Here, no, here we are not talking about Power BI. How the functionality, how it is integrated, how we are integrating, and how tightly it is integrated with the this one, the Business Central. This is what.
Yeah,
See
this is
here.
the but most of the time now, whatever it directly link with the SQL server, the table data directly get into the Power BI, and they just run the query as per the requirement.
No, because if
So
we if we skip this, it will be difficult because this is the place where we will know how to call the Power BI reports and how to pass the parameters and all those things.
no, but actually I'm not taking as a business central area. This is the Power BI. It is a totally different bit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm also not most of the involved in this thing. I just have a roughly idea on this thing, so I
Mhm.
cannot take a session on this thing. So
Fine. Okay.
yeah, instead of saying something wrong, I will just give you the overview and overview brief on this thing, what is the purpose
Fine.
of Power BI.
Mhm.
And as a part of getting data from the business central, there is
Mhm.
also API also there, web services are there. So
Mhm.
by using that web services, you can integrate with the Power BI.
Mhm.
Uh, if you required, I will give you the API integration roughly idea what is the web services and how
Mhm.
to generate that web services and how to use that web services to integrate with the external
Mhm.
system. That
Okay.
that part I can 100% give you the idea on this thing. Cause
Fine.
uh, in nowadays with Business Central to CRM, Business
Mhm.
Central to SharePoint, Business Central to Power Apps. Lot of things are integrated with the Business Central through the web services
Mhm.
or some predefined functions.
Mhm.
So that part I can consider for you how to
Mhm.
integrate with the external system.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
and remaining part I think so. It is a totally Navision part which you know
Mhm.
very well. If you have a doubt in this thing, Navision part, I will take that part. Okay.
This
So
I'm not at all familiar. I have not explored this inside
okay.
the business center.
Yeah, yeah. But this is the not actually the business central. It is a previous part like Navision 17. What you have
Mhm.
done development. This is the object designer. Seven
Mhm.
objects is there like table,
Mhm.
pages, report, XML code, code units. Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So that is that part managing objects, property triggers.
Mhm.
These all part are covered into above section. Like this
Mhm.
is are the seven objects. Like
No,
table
but
is one object.
here importing the
Yeah.
object, exporting the object is not there. No, that will come under this.
No
Importing the object.
import. No, for the import and export, Business Central having a different ideas and different
Mhm.
development tools
Mhm.
for the implementation. Like I will give you the example. If you have create a new table into the Navision, you directly
Mhm.
go and directly create a new table, and just add the fields and
Mhm.
add the required properties and just run
Mhm.
that table. Okay,
Mhm.
simply it create a table. But in the
Mhm.
Business Central, this is not going to happen. You
Mhm.
have to go to the Visual Studio. You have to define the structure of table. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
and that table you have to that table and other any other customization are there. So that is concluded in one packages, and
Mhm.
that package you have to launch in the Business Central.
Mhm.
Install and install uninstall. For example,
Mhm.
I'm showing you here. Even report don't have a extension, but they also provide the extension for the report also.
Mhm.
So these all part we can cover into the above
Mhm.
section in detail. Okay,
Okay.
don't worry about this. This is also, see, this is the table property, table triggers, which we can conclude here. What is the table, what is the table type, properties, trigger, table relation, and extension part also. So below some data, if you saw, you can if you saw that content, you think it is very vast, it is very lengthy. But when we sorted it, when we encapsulate in a one thing, so it may be easy. Whenever you complete a table, so table related all the doubts, table related all the triggers, all the required thing, you clarify on the table section. So don't worry about this thing. Okay, Abid, hello.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Introduction of cal programming.
Mhm.
Let me know one thing. Which mobile you are using, Android or iPhone?
iPhone.
iPhone. Which version, iOS version you are using right now?
It's it's
16
iPhone
maybe.
13, Max 13, iPhone Pro Max
16.
13. Yeah,
Yeah,
16.
yeah. 16. So are you going to the install in your iOS like 14, 13? No, na.
Mhm.
So
I.
that is the concept. That is the concept right now. I think
Mhm.
you are more focused on this thing,
Mhm.
Business Central part.
Mhm.
So my suggestion is that we
Mhm.
can cover this the model development environment, which
Mhm.
is the Visual Studio. This is the Visual Studio look and feel.
Mhm. And one more
See,
thing, just I'll show. Yeah, go back to that sheet.
yeah,
Down, still,
okay,
still, further, still
okay.
further,
Hmm.
still further. This one, event, subscription,
Events.
events.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is also uh, here is a one module is not there. Code in yeah, code init module. This model
Mm-hmm.
we can conclude all these things
Mm-hmm.
like events and subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Events and subscription we directly conclude in this code unit module overview. So some part are the include itself, like if I am taking the code unit, so I will tell you how to use the code unit, like writing the code, how to use that code unit into the any report or any
Mm-hmm.
page or
Mm-hmm.
any job queue. So
Mm-hmm.
extension, sorry, what is that part? Triggers. Just a minute. What we discuss right now? Events and subscription. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how to define events and subscription? Cause events and subscription only define in the code unit, not
Mm-hmm.
anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And the before the just know the events and subscription, what is the purpose of that events and subscription? That is the
Mm-hmm.
main important knowledge
Mm-hmm.
we need require.
Mm-hmm.
So I will give you one example. Okay, if if you want to put a validation on sales order, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you want to validation like if sales header external document number don't have a value, so sales order give the error at the time of posting.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier version we directly go to the sales order page or
Mm-hmm.
sales header or sales
Mm-hmm.
line page or table,
Mm-hmm.
directly go and directly write the code
Mm-hmm.
and just execute that code. But here is not a such kind of area.
Uh-huh.
You cannot directly make the customization into the standard objects.
Uh-huh.
So for that point of view, you have to write the code on the code unit, and
Mm-hmm.
that table or page event subscription you have to call and write
Mm-hmm.
the code there.
Mm-hmm.
So that is
Okay.
the main motto of the events and subscription.
Okay.
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 So that's why I'll go to the all the content, but I
Mm-hmm.
have already sorted that things.
Mm-hmm.
So we will go again down and look what anything is we skip. We cannot skip anything. Okay. Handling. See, web services and file handling we can also taking that things. Debug, monitoring, debug, code coverage, test driving development, that also important part. Okay, and that report and module overview we can conclude in the report section.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
extended model overview.
Mm-hmm.
This is not in role train client center. This is the role and user, how to create users and their personalization. Feature integration, data process model overview. So Abhit,
Mm-hmm.
suggesting some things, what is important, what is not important. Okay, just
Mm-hmm.
observe. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
as my point of view, what I'm facing in a practical project implementation, go live, what is exactly customer required, what customer require, and what company required from their technical consultant or a business central consultant. So on that basis I can give you the overview or which selected module we need to
Mhm.
complete. Okay,
Mhm.
first, this one is actually required for the first
Mhm.
time you saw the Visual Studio. So you have to know the about the Visual Studio, what is the use of Visual Studio, how to configure the Visual Studio. Okay, all
Mhm.
these things. So we
Mhm.
will cover this part. Then we will cover the table.
Mhm.
Okay, table.
Mhm.
Then we will cover table extension. Then
Mhm.
page. Then a page extension.
Mhm.
Then we will go giving the idea on the files, what is the use of file, how to use the file. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
then XML port, we will take a one XML port for the both the end import and export. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
then query part we cannot conclude. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
then another important part is a report. We
Mhm.
can give, this is a really differentiation between the nav and business central, so that this part we can conclude. And also, some basic overview I can give you on the Power BI, frankly.
Mhm.
That is, this is the, that is the important point till now. And another, we can directly jump to the
Mhm.
this part also. Cal statement model overview. There is
Mhm.
statement, condition statement, repetitive statement. Now, what is the different? This is the
Mhm.
actually coding area part. So
Mhm.
while the coding, how to use that statement? This is the, this is the use
Mhm.
for this. And then data function, numeric function, array function. Okay, this is some predefined functions.
Mhm.
While we are creating table, pages, or report, these
Mhm.
are covered into that. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, so this is not require every time we use the, all these thing, but some
Mhm.
function we can use like system function, numeric function, data function, string function.
Mhm.
So in this string function, having a different functions are there. So we will go through that function also. Don't worry on
Mhm.
this thing. So this is also important. And
Mhm.
system function. This is not required. This part also required function. How to create a function with the parameter in simple function. This also part we can cover. Then this is the model report model, or this is the repetitive part. We cannot conclude that. And another important part is the code unit.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and in this code unit, as you suggest, events and subscription. Definitely, we
Mhm.
can conclude that part because this
Mhm.
is also important part of the implementation.
Mhm.
So I think, uh,
Yeah.
and
Here.
this web service part,
Above.
this web
Above.
service,
Above. Dot net.
yeah. .NET, no, cannot. We cannot use the .NET. Lot of things, lot of where. So I'm not give you
Yeah,
the,
Akash,
or
Yogesh, you're able to do it well now? No problem on the link?
sorry. Yeah, yeah,
No problem on the link, you
Yeah.
can do it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah,
see?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay. I just thought I'll check once.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Are we
Abhi,
going fine?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, we are going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Abhi, the .NET is a total different thing. Like in a .NET, they for the variable only the .NET variable are there. Like if you are defining in a past experience, you are defining any variable like text variable or integer variable or data type should be code. So such kind of .NET variable are there, which is used for the integration purpose point of view. But this is, as I said, ki this is the old method. So
Mhm.
we have a web services for the data exchange. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm not conclude that part.
Mhm.
So if you know,
Abid, Abid, I
Yeah.
hope you are understanding what Yogesh is saying. See, I let me be very clear here, Abid. Here, this is
Mhm.
a business central training. Okay, one training cannot make anybody an expert in the world. Please be very logically understanding this before we are proceeding this. Okay,
Mhm.
when
yeah,
there are 100 topics in a training, one person, rather, you are also working for a company. If I ask you to train on something practical on what you are working, you cannot do everything 100%, right? There
Mhm.
is something called expectation, there is something called practical expectation. We also face a
Mhm.
lot of clients. Some people are very critical about one topic, two topic. Believe me, those people suffer by the end of the training. So don't
Mhm.
take it
yeah, yeah.
wrong, but I'm giving you a humble piece of advice. The trainer
Mhm.
is going to give the best to you. Okay, he's here
Mhm.
for a practical knowledge delivered on AL to solution development, everything within Business Central. Now the
Mhm.
topics can be anything. If I go into Microsoft Word, they can write 100 things in the topic, and this is just a standard content on our website. Okay, every
Mhm.
topic
Yes.
cannot be taken to a level that we make you an expert. Power BI is a separate training of 32 hours. You are free to enroll with us for 32 hours separately.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's be very practical on this expectation of it, because then only
Okay.
this training will be executable by any trainer to you.
Mhm.
Okay, so I
Mhm.
specifically joined to clarify this. Tomorrow, I don't want a feedback which is strange and not workable for me.
Ah,
Okay, so my humble
okay.
request, considering all the practical difficulties which one trainer can basically do for you, please consider everybody is doing everything in your best interest. So we are here to give you business central training. Anyway, it's a combination of three trainings in one. That itself should be a very thankful proposition.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not mark people on this is not there and that is not there. That is called criticality, and it is not really very effective for people. End of the day, nobody will support you. Everybody will find it critical. Okay, my humble suggestion to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so in best
Yeah.
interest, rather than measuring and critically analyzing, please go ahead with the training with Yogesh. He's very logical on what
Ah,
he's delivering. He's doing practical corporate projects trainings with us. Okay, and everybody is
okay.
very happy with his feedback. So please go ahead with a positive frame of mind. My humble request. Okay,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
understanding this, Abu. Okay, thanks,
Thank
Yogesh.
you.
Please carry on.
Yeah, yeah, Ruchika. Thank you. Huh?
Yeah, thank you so much. So once you
Yeah.
guys finish the training, obviously you can wind up for today, whatever time you guys spend together. I will be, of course, signing off. And tomorrow
Okay.
when you connect, then obviously, I'll be probably, kind of intervening if required. Otherwise, you guys can continue. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. So, Abid,
Mhm.
what what I'm suggesting, because the ERP is a really vast thing. You cannot accept all the area. Like
Mhm.
if you are going as a functional consultant, so you have an idea. Not every functional consultant covering all the module like sale, purchase, then manufacturing is there, some warehouse model is there, some service industry are there, some migration, some integration part are there. So we cannot cover all this point.
Mhm.
My suggestion is there, you have to more focus on this thing like
Mhm.
creation of table, creation of pages, how to create a logic on the code units, how to create
Mhm.
a reports. Okay, and if required, how to integrate with the other system. These things are the more important. Are you asking about the .NET variables? You just
Mhm.
go through the list and you just tick mark this is not this is not the way.
Mhm.
Actually, uh, where we are stuck, .NET variables na. So .NET variable are not used much more, not
Mhm.
everywhere.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm not considering this part. If you require, I will give you. But at the end, as said Ruchika, at the end of you don't have a clarity on this thing, which thing you have to go to priority.
Mhm.
So I'm also giving you one more document,
Mhm.
Abid,
Uh-huh.
where we just focus on the some sorted modules.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm. Okay.
so don't be panic. Just focus on that part. I will be
Mhm.
definitely give you the good overview on this thing,
Mhm.
and that is really helpful for you. Because
Okay.
I know the very well what is going on in the industry right now. because I have
Mhm.
deployed many projects in the business central Navision, some
Mhm.
integration projects. So
Mhm.
what the customer required, what your manager, what your company expect from your end. So this may be
Mhm.
take time, but practice you have to do. I will I will tell you how to create table. For example, I will show you one table like with the 3 to 4 fields. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm showing you to create the table with the 3 to 4 fields, and
Mhm.
another time you can make the practices with the 10 more fields.
Mhm.
That is the part.
Okay.
Don't worry about this.
Mhm.
Maybe it is the first day for you.
Mhm.
We cannot consider all these things. So
Mhm.
we will go by one, and
Mhm.
definitely you,
Mhm.
you go well on all these things. So Abhi, can you uh, tell me one thing?
Mhm.
What area you have done more work? Like, what is the exact role you are in the company, and what you have done?
I'm an IT manager.
IT manager, na?
My
Yeah,
yeah, my role is to implement the business applications. Like not exactly the IT manager, applications manager, you can say.
application manager. Yeah.
Like I
So,
handle Power BI as
hmm.
this one, Power BI, the BI for Dynamics, Navision, and make sure that it is implemented in the right
So
way.
you are not doing any implementation. You are just managing that applications and what required they.
Once they go, small customization I do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
But
yeah, so
now I wanted to be a full time developer.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But at the time of requirement, you get the work on that work basis. You can uh, s- uh, slowly implement that thing, and then you are become the pro. Not just within a 8 and 10 days of class, and you are
Mhm.
become pro. So you have to spend much more time. Definitely, if you are stuck anywhere, I will definitely help you in this thing, or a team
Mhm.
will help you. So don't worry about this. Just just start to learn the basic thing in the business
Mhm.
central.
Mhm.
Uh, you don't have any experience in the business central, na, right now?
I have once I have an environment, I have created small table extensions and all those stuff, but not
Yeah,
in a
yeah, yeah,
systematic way. Just out of curiosity, I did something. How to
yeah, yeah,
create
yeah.
a.
Definitely. So that is more important. You have curiosity, you have interest. So definitely I will learn you the how to create a small table. So
Mm.
that is your call. You can develop a large number of fields with the single table or multiple tables.
Yeah.
On that table basis you can create the pages, and that
Mm.
pages basis and table basis you can create the reports and their data.
Mm. Yeah.
That is the important thing.
Mm.
And how to use the code unit, how to use the logic, that is more important as a developer.